The Bitcoin ecosystem has been blowing up, and a lot of people have been talking about how strong of a narrative Bitcoin plays are in this next 2024 and 2025 bull run. So in this video, I'm actually going to cover the first Bitcoin meme coin called WELSH that has been gaining a lot of traction recently and is a coin that I think is worth having on everyone's radar. Now, before getting into this video, remember that none of this is financial advice and to always do your own research. Now, first things first, what exactly is WELSH? Well, guys, WELSH is the first meme coin to ever launch on Bitcoin, and they actually launched all the way back in 2021. Now, a couple interesting things about WELSH is that the community has really come behind this project, especially as of recently. There's no team tokens, and on top of that, all of the supply is already circulating. So the circulating market cap as well as the FDV is actually the same for the project. One of the reasons why it has been gaining a lot of traction as of recently is because they announced that they have some pretty big news coming relatively soon, and they also got listed to MEXC, which allows a lot more individuals to actually get into this token. One of the biggest drawbacks of the Bitcoin ecosystem right now is just one, adoption, and two, actually learning how to get into the ecosystem. It can be very complicated, especially when first getting started, and MEXC, having already listed this, makes it way easier for the average person to get involved. When it comes to the price of the token, it has been going on a massive run, and it's one of the reasons why it's a little bit more risky to buy right now if you're someone looking to get into the Bitcoin ecosystem. As far as the price of the token, it's currently at 0.005862, and it's around a 57 million US dollar market cap as well as FDV. Now, if you look at this chart, you'll notice that it has gone on an absolute run, especially over the past week, and that makes it a lot more risky to buy in at this point in time. Now, that being said, I still think the market cap is low, and I still think this meme coin is actually early when it comes into the different plays that you can make in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Just think about it, guys. Every single blockchain has had its major meme coin that really blew up, whether that was Bonk on Solana, or we had Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, and some others that happened on Ethereum. Each of these chains end up having some sort of really big meme coin that takes off, and with all of the attraction and all the attention on Bitcoin right now, there's a chance that this WELSH, which was the first one and has been gaining a lot of traction and is already listed on sexes with no team allocation and has 100% of the supply circulating, there's a chance that there could be a lot more adoption, a lot more flow going into this token, especially if the Bitcoin narrative continues to be strong over the next year or two. I personally have bought some around 0.005, just a small bag, and it's one of those situations for me where this could either be a 20, 30, 40x and go on a massive run if it really takes off, or this could be something where I lose 100% of my money in, and I would be okay with that because I see the upside being a lot higher than the downside, especially at this small cap it's at right now. That being said, if you're someone that is looking to get into a token like this, just realize the risk that you're getting into with a lot of these small caps, especially meme coins on Bitcoin, which is like a super small niche right now. As far as being able to access this token, the easiest way is going to be MEXC. You don't even need a KYC to make an account on here, and is going to be your best bet if you're someone not familiar with the Bitcoin ecosystem. Now, if you wanted to actually get more familiar with the Bitcoin ecosystem and use this as a learning lesson to maybe buy your first token and be prepared for future ones, then what you're going to need is a Leather Chrome wallet extension, which I'll put the link in the description of where you can actually download this. And then once you have this extension, you're going to be able to go on your wallet and you're going to be able to deposit Stacks token. So STX. Once you have this wallet installed, you'll then be able to buy the Stacks token, the STX token, on some sort of centralized exchange and then deposit it into the Leather wallet. Just make sure that it's on the Stacks chain rather than some other chain, or you could lose that crypto. Once you have your Stacks, you then can go on a site called Alex Lab, and it's a whole entire decentralized exchange for everything happening in the Stacks ecosystem. And this is where the Stacks token is used for gas gas, as well as buying the actual WELSH token, which you can just go to the swap, type in WELSH, and buy it from there. Overall, I think the WELSH token has potential, and I also think it's one of those situations where this is either going to go on a pretty crazy run or it's going to go to zero, and there isn't a lot in between. I really like the different narratives I'm seeing with it, how we have more news coming out. We already have a SEX listing. It was the first of its kind, and I think that right now on my radar, if there was a meme coin on Bitcoin to really explode, this looks like it's the current #1 contender. Once again though, just be a little bit careful and maybe DCA if this is something you want to get into, just because it's already gone on a massive run over the past week, albeit still at a $50 to $60 million FDV. The very last thing I want to say is that we're actually giving out 1 week free trial passes to our Alpha Group Jelly Cubes for anyone that's interested in keeping up with all of this cross-chain information that I've been covering on the channel, including Bitcoin, if you're watching this from the Bitcoin ecosystem right now. So simply join our Discord that I'll have in the description and open up a support ticket and say, hey, I want to get a trial pass. I watched a video on the Block is Hot channel, and we'll give you a trial pass so you can see what we're about for an entire week and see if you actually want to join the Jelly Cubes community for the longer time. But yeah, guys, that wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all on the next one.